Imagine this, it's 4,500 years ago. Most of the world is still living in small farming villages. But here, in what's now India and Pakistan, people are already walking on paved streets, living in two-story houses, taking baths in public pools, and even playing board games. Welcome to the Indus Valley civilization, bigger than Egypt and Mesopotamia, yet still one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. So where exactly was this civilization? It stretched across present-day Pakistan and northwestern India and even parts of Afghanistan, covering a staggering 1.2 million square kilometers. That's larger than both Mesopotamia and Egypt combined. The most famous cities? Harappa in today's Punjab, Pakistan, Mohenjo-Daro in Sindh, and surprisingly, Rakhigarhi in Haryana, India is turning out to be even bigger than Mohenjo-Daro. Fun fact, Harappa is just the name of the modern village where ruins were found. Mohenjo-Daro means Mound of the Dead in Sindhi. These weren't chaotic settlements, they were engineered cities. Their streets were laid out in a grid pattern, just like modern-day New York or Chandigarh. Roads crossed at right angles. Houses were connected to underground drainage systems, with manholes. Something even many modern cities still struggle with. At Mohenjo-Daro, they built a massive public bath, sealed with bitumen, likely used for rituals. At Dholavira, they constructed stone reservoirs to store water. And guess what? The bricks everywhere followed the same size ratio, 1:4. That too, thousands of years ago. Life in the Indus Valley was remarkably sophisticated. Houses often had 2 or 3 stories with courtyards, kitchens, and even private wells. Families used chakis, grinding stones, to crush wheat and barley into flour. Sounds familiar? It's the same method used in many Indian households even today. They ate wheat, barley, peas, sesame, and probably rice too. They raised cattle, buffalo, goats, and even elephants. And here's something revolutionary. They were the first people in the world to spin cotton into cloth. Shirt you're wearing today? It traces its origins back to the Indus Valley. They weren't all work and no play. Archaeologists found terracotta bullock carts with moving wheels like ancient toy trucks, dolls with movable heads, bird-shaped whistles, rattles for babies, and yes, dice for board games. Some say games like Ludo and Snakes and Ladders may have originated here. These cities weren't just self-sufficient, they were thriving trade hubs. Farmers grew crops. Craftsmen made beads, pottery, ornaments, and metal tools. At Lothal in Gujarat, they built a dockyard, the oldest known in the world, proving they traded overseas. They even had contact with Mesopotamia. We know this because Indus seals were found there. The Mesopotamians called this land Meluha. To avoid cheating in trade, they used perfectly standardized cubical weights. Some of the most stunning discoveries give us a window into their world. The Dancing Girl, a tiny bronze statue just 4 inches tall, hand on hip, full of confidence. Proof that metal casting was already advanced. The bearded priest king, carved in stone wearing a patterned robe. Was he a ruler? A priest? We still don't know. And the Pashupati seal, a horned figure in a yogic pose surrounded by animals. Many believe it's an early image of Lord Shiva. Now here's where things get truly historic. In 2019, at Rakhigarhi, scientists extracted DNA from a 4,500-year-old skeleton, a Harappan woman. It's the oldest DNA ever found in South Asia. Let that sink in. Same age as the pyramids of Egypt, and older than some mummy DNA. The results? This woman's DNA showed clear links to the people of modern-day India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. The Harappans aren't gone. Their blood still flows in us today. Not all cities were on the Indus. Many were along another great river, the Saraswati. Ancient Vedic texts call it the greatest river. It once flowed from the Himalayas through Haryana, Punjab, and Rajasthan into the Arabian Sea. Today, satellite images reveal its dry riverbed, what we now call the Ghaggar Hakra. Around 2000 BCE, tectonic shifts caused rivers like the Yamuna and Sutlej to change course. As a result, the Saraswati dried up. Many historians believe this led to the decline of Indus cities. So much about the Harappans is still a mystery. Their script seen on seals and pottery has never been deciphered. We don't know their language, names, or myths. We don't find giant palaces or temples. Were they an egalitarian society? Did merchants, not kings, run the cities? And why did this great civilization begin to decline around 1900 BCE? Was it climate change, floods, or simply the drying of rivers? Despite everything we've uncovered, the Indus Valley civilization remains one of the greatest enigmas of human history. But one thing is clear. 4,500 years ago, on the banks of the Indus and Saraswati, a people lived, dreamed, traded, danced, and played just like us. If you found this as mind-blowing as I did, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves ancient history.